This TED Talk is about how to acquire a new skill in as little as 20 hours. The speaker, Josh Kaufman, recommends a 4-step method to achieve this goal. In the first 3 minutes, the speaker gives some background on how he became interested in this subject. In the following 3 minutes, he discussed a common misconception about the so-called 10,000-hour rule.
So this message, it takes 10,000 hours to reach the top of an ultra-competitive field, became, it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. Which became, it takes 10,000 hours to become good at something. Which became, it takes 10,000 hours to learn something. But that last statement, it takes 10,000 hours to learn something, it's not true. It's not true.
Then the speaker proposes, based on his research, that 20 hours is what it takes to go from starting something and being grossly incompetent to knowing and being reasonably good at it.
If you put 20 hours of focused, deliberate practice into that thing, you will be astounded at how good you are.
In the next 5 minutes, the speaker outlines 4 steps in his 20-hour method. Step 1 is to deconstruct the skill, which means to break apart the skill into smaller pieces so that one can more effectively practice them. Step 2 is to learn enough to self-correct. What you want to do is learn just enough that you can actually practice and self-correct or self-edit as you practice. Step 3 is to remove barriers such as distractions to practice. Step 4 is to actually practice for 20 hours. In the last 5 minutes, the speaker gives an example of how he applied these steps to learn to play the ukulele. He describes how playing the ukulele is kind of like doing anything. There's a very small set of things that are really important and techniques that you'll use all the time. You can play pretty much any pop song of the past 5 decades, if you know only 4 chords. The speaker finishes his talk by performing a number of pop songs.
Small town girl, every night in my dream.
Whoop, whoop, whoop 'em Gangnam Style.